I'm with Carla Houser, the Executive Director and Visionary of Residential Youth Services and Empowerment. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. The reason why we're reaching out to you today is to make sure you understand the amazing impact RYSE is having within our community and the incredible return on investment it provides all of us as, a strategic philanthropist, and we're trying to get the biggest, most impactful bang for our donor dollars. So, Carla, tell us how this started. How did you recognize that there was a need for RYSE?
It really started with the work that we were doing when I was with Waikiki Health in Halekipa. And we were doing incredible work at a drop-in center, serving over 300-400 youth a year. And it just started to feel like madness because we were providing these great services and then sending kids out to the streets to sleep at night. And was really, really fortunate that had an amazing group of supporters and board members who believed that young people deserved a safe place to sleep. And so that's really the vision of how Kawailoa came about and all the great work that we're doing here.
Yeah, so let me just say that as somebody who got to hear about your vision early on, I was so impressed that you were actually on the ground in the trenches at Youth Outreach, working with the community, clearly identifying the need, with a solution, with a way that we could resolve this problem. And what you've done with the limited donor dollars that you earned in the beginning to just start off, and then what you've built with your program by just showing the government, the state, the county, what you can do with what money and now a lot of your operations are basically funded by grants that you apply for services you're providing a service that the government acknowledges it should be providing to the young people of Hawaii or of Honolulu. And you're also, so you've taken a proof of concept and you delivered. You delivered on your vision. And that's why the government's now coming in and why big foundations are coming in. But what is the importance of having individual donors? What flexibility, does it provide flexibility for you to actually meet other needs that weren't foreseen?
Absolutely. Part of our whole mission is we're really about a continuum of support that empowers our young people to move beyond homelessness. When we get philanthropic dollars that come in, it allows us to think outside of the box. It allows us to pilot projects based on what we see day to day. And that is what's really, really important. It also allows us to take care of the people who actually work here. We're big proponents for making sure we pay a living wage. We're big proponents for making sure that we hire people with lived experience. We bring in young people who have experienced homelessness, who've come through the foster care system. And so it's really important for the youth that we serve to know that there's a familiar face, that there's somebody who looks like them, who's supported by them. And those kind of donations coming in are really what helps us drive that message.
Right, and so there are a lot of donors out there who feel comfortable supporting charity, but they also want to support social change. And that's really what one of your strengths is you've really impacted how these young people are going to move through. You're taking a group of people who've been marginalized and disenfranchised, and you've actually, you've given them agency and you made them feel like they're part of they have purpose, but they're also part of the solution. And I really appreciate that. That's like a dream investment opportunity for a lot of people who want to know that their dollar is going a long way and making the kind of changes that we're seeing. So thank you. And I ask that we all join in and support this kind of amazing entrepreneurship in the philanthropic arena. Incredible returns on investment. You've also seen, you've been able to collect data on where young people who go through your program have been able to actually achieve a lot more gains than people who don't have the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we are proof of concept, and we have the data that supports the work that we're doing. We are ending youth homelessness. It is not a crazy idea. We're already a third of the way there in creating bed space for young people. We have about another 200 beds to go, and we will be able to provide space for every single young person, because it's my guiding philosophy that there really is no safe level of homelessness for children and youth.
Right.
and we can do something about that.
Yes, and that's another point I wanted to point out before we end this, is that Carla had a vision, and at the time the laws were such that you weren't able to house minors under the age of 18. But because you actually built this, because you showed the proof of concept, legislators, lawmakers said, oh, you know what, there is a place to put young people that's safe and that really does provide them a safe, stable housing temporarily until they're on their way. But without you creating this model, we would have never been able to change the laws. So thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you so much, and please join in and support RYSE and the work that Carla and the Ohana here are doing. Thank you so much.